Hello.
What is that shirt there?
It's my Yan 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 cat shirt. Like the cat was like a Pop-Tart.
Oh, I thought it was like an LGBTQ thing.
No, I hate it's hell.
Y'all, she did your favorite finishing move. 9! Who's gonna wipe her up? In today's video, I will be reacting to Bering's Pride video. I researched what happened with the crime case he mentions later on involving two dads and their quote-unquote sons. The couple is now serving prison time. This video is gonna get dark, so viewer discretion is advised. In addition, I will be putting on my tinfoil hat throughout. I'd like to approach many of these strange Pride marketing campaigns with speculation on what the actual reasons a marketing team or whomever the quote-unquote puppet master is may have for pushing this agenda. We'll also have some laughs along the way.
Pride Month is upon us!
Oh, Jesus!
Yeah.
The Riddler didn't see that one coming.
No. So it's Pride Month, it's June, it's everywhere. It's not as everywhere as previous years, I've got to admit.
Yes, it's not as in your face.
But it's still pretty everywhere. So Pride Month, we're supposed to believe that it's all about love and acceptance and identity and belonging and all the nice buzzwords, right?
Yeah.
It's Pride Month, so all the degenerates are screaming from the rooftops, "I love the cock." Everybody say penis.
But I put it to you, it's not. It's about butt fucking.
Oh, God.
It's about butt fucking.
Wait, well, not specifically butt fucking.
Well, yeah, a bit of scissoring too,
bit of
obviously,
scissoring
yeah.
in there, yeah.
But it's about degeneracy. We've seen this time and time again. There's naked motherfuckers walking down the street everywhere because it's about degeneracy, right?
It's about freeing the cock.
Yeah, now let me make it very clear. I'm not just here to bag gay people. I think gay people are okay. We've got gay viewers. I'm here to bag the degenerate gay people.
It's a specific type.
Yeah, it's the get your cock out in front of kids and parade down the street type.
I want to make a correction here because, in my opinion, this is not the gay type. This is the pedophilic type. I don't think it's fair or right to lump all gays in the pedo category just because they're gay.
The good gays are good. Look at this one. This will be blurred again. This is ring toss with gay color, like pride-colored dildos.
Oh, I thought it was cornhole for a second.
No. It's pride-coloured dildo ring toss in front of kids.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, so anyway, this video is going to be a little bit different to what I was planning, right? Because as I was putting it together, more and more stuff came to my attention. So the main focus is this. HelloFresh says, we know eating isn't always a top priority this month. We respect that. But for those of you who are prepping, we have an extensive lineup of high-fiber recipes available. Happy Pride!
Well, I've completely lost my appetite yet again. These reaction videos always seem to do this to me, but let's unpack this for a sec. The high-fiber bottom menu from HelloFresh. Ah yes, there's no need to eat your fiber unless you like to take it in the ass.
We know what they're talking about, right?
You've been trying to get me to cancel this for years.
Yeah.
This is the nail in the coffin, isn't it?
Yeah, you got a HelloFresh today, and I'm not happy about it. HelloFresh aren't even that good. Tits gets like 3 dinners a week from HelloFresh. And like they're okay kind of thing. I think they've been slipping. But this gay shit has just tipped me over the edge.
Yeah, I'm about to cook you some gay shit tonight.
I know. Did you get the high fiber version? Anyway, they kind of ran with it. This person responds, how about a Pride Month discount code? Bottoms up.
I'd like to think that this marketing would not make some right-wing super straight guy think it's gay when he eats fruits and veggies. However, the stupidity of the American population never ceases to amaze me. So great, eating high fiber is gay.
And so they said, yeah, sure, we'll do a bottoms-up discount code. Now, this isn't the worst of it. This is what everyone's talking about. This is all over Twitter.
This is the warm-up.
This is the warm-up. I've found something much worse.
I have a strong disdain for the fact that this kind of dogma is being pushed in any way, especially when the National Institute of Health has stated an estimated 95% of American adults and children do not consume recommended amounts of fiber. And that estimation was made using data from over a decade ago, collected between 2009 and 2011.
You want to have a look?
Why not?
Let's have a look. Let's go! So as I said, when I was prepping this video, it was going to be the typical Pride video, you know, just shitting on companies for like changing their logos and stuff. And there's been plenty of that.
Yeah, jumping on the cringe train.
Look at Vitamin Water. They've got like every type of gay flag, including the twink pride flag.
Why are the twink colours like
Baby-ish.
baby colour? Yeah.
It's sus.
The twink flag looks just like another flag I know of.
There's a whole bunch of sports teams and shit changing their logos. There's the bottom burger. That was a couple of years ago from Austria, but Burger King were doing like, look, this burger's got 2 tops and 2 bottoms. But it doesn't even make sense.
Which one would you choose? You'd have to go with the extra sesame seeds.
I'd go with the extra sesames, yeah.
Yeah.
But how does it make sense? There's not 2 tops in gay stuff, you know what I mean? It kind of defies logic.
Someone's going to clue you in the comments.
I know, I'm asking for it.
Just like how I was asking for it last night when I said, what happened to that Ethan Ralph porn video?
Oh yeah, I threatened Tits with watching the Ethan Ralph porn video, but I wasn't serious. And she's like, "Are we watching the porn video?"
It had been a few days, and I'm like, weren't we supposed to watch this porn video?
I'm like, really? You really want to watch the Ethan Ralph porn video? Fuck me. Or when you walked in and I was watching that show and you said, "Why is there guys butt fucking on the screen?" I was watching the show Half Man, which my sister recommended, which is a really, really, really good show.
The very first scene, I said there is something extremely queer about this.
Well, there was so much butt fucking in that show.
And you denied it. You denied it right from the start. Like, fuck off, bitch. Stop trying to taint my show, okay?
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting the butt fucking. My sister recommended it to me.
Oh no, his sister recommended him a show with butt sex. She a gooner.
And said this is a really good show, which it was, but like way too much butt fucking.
And you were not happy, and I was laughing.
I wasn't happy about it, no. Well, you've walked in and you've gone, "Why are you watching gay porn?" And I got all defensive. I'm like, "Bitch, this is a recommendation from my sister. I didn't know there was going to be all the butt fucking."
Yeah,
right?
stop questioning my manhood, tits.
Anyway, we're getting off track. The funniest one, and this isn't from Pride Month, right? This is from back in March. The Nashville Predators, which is some kind of sports team.
Okay.
The Nashville Predators had their Pride Night, and they changed their logo to a gay logo and became the Gay Predators.
Why does this feel so disgusting to me? Something specifically about Nashville. Oh, that's why. The last Turkey Tom video I watched.
Where it showed that he was being charged with attempted murder, aggravated assault, reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon, and employing firearm during dangerous felony. All of which put together could get him a sentence anywhere between 15 and 60 years in prison.
I'm gonna set just a bond right now till we have our bail hearing. Then I'll let you make all the arguments. We can go through all the factors in the statute and see if that gets amended up or down. Okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to set initial bond at 1.25 million. Based upon the fact of how many people were in the courtyard, were here at the courthouse, and the seriousness of all these felonies, and his bond status.
One of the Twitter accounts that was regularly updating people on Chud's case actually went through the average bail amounts for other people who were arrested and charged in the same county, only to find that the closest comparable estimation was a double murder, and even that bond was set at $250,000 cheaper than Chud's. But much crazier than that, the same county had previously given bond amounts over 12 times lower for crimes that are honestly so horrific they shouldn't even be mentioned.
Why is there even bail for a crime as severe as SAing an infant to death? And I have to ask, especially, why was Conway held at only $100,000? Let's see a little bit more of the details in that case.
It was a crime that shocked much of Middle Tennessee. The father, an Army medic, charged with the rape and murder of his infant daughter. The trial of Chris Conway was to begin today, but as News Channel 5's Nick Barris tells us, a surprise delay puts it off now for nearly a year.
The evidence in this case remains largely under seal, but one key piece, the suspect's confession, figures to play a key role when this case finally does go to trial. The case shocked the Montgomery County and Fort Campbell communities. A 911 call had sent first responders to this home in Clarksville. That's where police say they found one of Chris Conway's twin daughters deceased.
And our investigation led us to find out that he had sexually assaulted his 9-month-old daughter, and also had put a cord around her neck, and she died from those injuries.
Detectives took Conway in for questioning.
All I know is that I did not sexually assault my daughter. I know that my wife did not do it. And I know that I did not kill my daughter. And I know that my wife did not kill her daughter.
Conway initially denied everything, but police say he later confessed to raping the child and tying a cord around her neck to keep her from crying. Conway's family says he's innocent. They say the baby was strangled when she was tangled in a nearby dehumidifier cord and claim there's no forensic evidence to prove a sexual assault. So why did Conway confess after his initial denials? The family blames harsh interrogation tactics. They say Conway's first statement is the truth.
I think that is the most disgusting thing and absolutely something that I would not do to my daughter, and I would think that anyone who would do that is the lowest form of life.
So why the delay? Well, the judge granted the motion as lawyers now have more time to pursue experts to argue the forensic evidence. There seems to be very little chance of a plea deal. Nick Barris, News Channel 5.
Chris Conway remains behind bars. The trial is reset for next September.
Oh, God. Ugh. This case was from 2017, and in 2020, he got the most disgusting affront to justice, a plea deal with 15 years. So he will be out in like 2032. Clarksville, Tennessee, AP. A former Fort Campbell soldier accused of raping and killing his infant daughter has agreed not to contest a conviction for second-degree murder and will serve 15 years in prison without parole, authorities said. Christopher Paul Conway, 25, entered the plea Friday, shortly before his trial was to begin in Tennessee, Montgomery County. News outlets reported. His daughter Adeline was found dead on November 14, 2017, with a dehumidifier cord wrapped around her neck. Findings from the autopsy indicated the girl had injuries consistent with being raped, and the father was charged. Prosecutor Kimberly Ludd told Clarksville, now the victim's family agreed with the plea. There will never be a sentence harsh enough to ease the death of a child. Adelaide was a beautiful baby whose life was taken far too soon. I hope her sister and family can find peace now that this case has been resolved, Lund said. Resolved? What the fuck do you mean resolved? Defense attorney Edward Dewar told the Leaf Chronicle that he believed a jury would have convicted his client. Yeah, a jury probably would have given him the death penalty, which is what I think they should have gone for. This is an incredibly good settlement for my client, Dewar said. If convicted, he could have gotten life, 51 calendar years. Yeah, Edward, do you not think maybe that is the amount of a sentence that he should have fucking served for raping his infant daughter to death and wrapping a dehumidifier cord around her neck? I just don't know how these attorneys live with themselves, like, defending these clients. I could never be an attorney. What the actual fuck? We are living in hell.
Is awesome.
Did they think that through? I'm not sure if they did. So anyway, then there's all the gay police bullshit, which is mostly from the UK, but there's heaps of it.
Oh, you showed me this.
Yeah, this cop's trying to draw something on this poor guy's face. He's just having a coffee. There's more gay cops dancing to the fucking Macarena or some shit. I was going to touch on previous cringe gay pride ads and stuff, like the Target ad from a few years ago. Remember that one? This scene is giving me vibes of this.
Jesus Christ.
Do you know what we're looking at here?
No.
Well, that is a gay couple with their adoptive kids, and let's just
yes.
let's just say the daddies are doing very lengthy prison sentences now.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah, it got really dark, that case, like super dark.
This somehow has become a true crime video. Time to look into this one too.
A Georgia couple is sentenced to 100 years behind bars after adopting 2 young boys to repeatedly rape. The dads even installed cameras throughout their family home to capture this ongoing sexual abuse. If that wasn't enough, though, they posted the images and videos online so other predators could view these horrifying crimes.
Oh God. This is so much more horrifying and worse than I thought. We definitely don't have time to get into the weeds of this. This was supposed to be a silly reaction, but if you'd like, I could react to that video in the future at some point, even though, woof, that's gonna be a really sad one. For now, I'll leave the full video link down in the description. One comment I'd like to highlight from this video is stop saying sons and dads. It's victims and pedophiles. A challenger approaches. Okay, so the vibes are critically low. Before we continue, we now go live to Kitty Corner. Please enjoy Mochi chewing on my finger.
Oh, you can cheat, all right. You can cheat.
But at least he can't cheat on me. Again, are we trying to convince us, or are they going to convince themselves? Also, just going to go out and say that the people that tend to post every day about loyalty and about this special bond you have with your man, those are always the people that have like the worst, most like unfaithful relationships ever. Like, girl.
Why is he doing this? Not sure. There was nothing on my finger.
Anyway, we're not going to go into that. Going back to the HelloFresh thing, Meme Copium, he's really funny, right? He said, make sure to take big shit before getting your bussy blown out. Food company.
Bussy? What the fuck?
That's like a boy. Anyway, I found one even worse. This is going back a couple of years, right?
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble getting around the bussy blowing out sentence.
Well, get a load of this one. I responded with, this one's even worse. Want to get your ass blasted but don't like shitting all over the walls? Try our specialised power bottom menu. Food company.
He's bouncing on my booty cheeks. I love the way he rides. I can hardly breathe when he's pumping deep inside. I kiss him on his neck, then he kisses on my bussy. Call him daddy when I holler. Man, that boy's so damn good looking. Dallas Dixon, I think that song is.
Which leads me to the 2022 Postmates Pride ad.
Postmates.
I think Postmates is like similar to HelloFresh.
What are you eating this Pride? Well, if you're a top, it seems like you can eat whatever you want. But if you're a bottom, you're expected to starve? Not this Pride. Introducing the bottom-friendly menu from Postmates.
So you're expected to starve because if you eat too much, you're going to have too much poo in your colon.
All right, we don't want that.
No. Whoa!
Why is the eggplant wearing dominatrix shit?
Well, because they're gay.
We teamed up with Dr. Evan Goldstein from Bespoke Surgical to bring you a menu of bottom-friendly foods backed by science.
Dr. Goldstein has come up with the poo-pushing friendly menu.
The poo-pushing diet from Bespoke. What the fuck was it?
Bespoke, I think he's like he's a colorectal surgeon. So they've actually consulted with an arse doctor and said, okay, how can we make these poo more so they can fuck each other up the arse?
But wait, there's more. Can you guess what the leading cause of death is among people under the age of 50 outside of unintentional injuries? Colorectal cancer is now the leading cause of cancer deaths among people younger than 50 in the United States, according to a study published by the Journal of American Medical Association. This trend has been increasing, with rates of colon cancer in young adults rising significantly over the past few decades. So you should be worried about getting enough fiber, not worried about if it's gay.
Oh man!
Yeah.
This diet involves a lot of coffee and licorice.
Well, here's the thing I was wondering, right? What if you just liked these foods? Right? What if you just like these foods and you're like a little bit of a homophobe? Would you ring up and like edit your order and go, I don't want him to think I'm gay. I don't want to order the legumes or whatever the fuck they're talking about.
The dominatrix eggplant.
Yeah, the broccoli, the avocado.
Insoluble fiber won't help you feel cute, so avoid things like whole grains, wheat bran, cauliflower, potatoes, legumes. Hold up, are you just fully diving into those beans?
Even if they didn't back you up, you'd assume that like avoiding beans would be a thing to do anyway, just because I like the more you eat, the more you toot sort of factor.
Yes, the last thing you want to do when being blasted in the ass is fart all over a dick.
So isn't this just fucking lovely? But it's all about love. It's all about love and identity and acceptance. Not butt fucking at all. By the way, here's the foods you got to eat if you want to butt fuck heaps.
The problem with these foods is they don't dissolve in water, which could cause a traffic jam in your digestive system, making a mess of your evening.
To me, this feels like a anti-healthy eating campaign because a lot of the foods that they're calling gay here and talking about that you only need to eat if you have butt sex are healthy foods. As we already talked about, most Americans don't get anywhere near enough fiber. So here's a video Liam made with some easy, good ways to get more fiber to fight cancer. Not to take it in the ass.
Can someone on the internet tell me what to eat for natural dietary fiber? Because I cannot keep eating leafy greens. I can't keep forcing myself to eat leafy greens. They're so gross. Do people just eat salad all day long?
So I'm going to tell you something that you're either going to hate or love, depending on what your view is on salads. This much spinach right here has about 1 gram of fiber. Sure, you'll throw some tomatoes, onions, whatever on here, so it might bump it up to 4 or 5 grams of fiber, but that's still a little underwhelming, isn't it? Now, if you really want to bump up the natural fiber, obviously I have to mention beans. Half a cup, this much, will get you around 7 grams of fiber, depending on the type. Of course, lentils, I really like the red ones. They cook quickly, and then you can just blend them into pasta sauce and then add them to your pasta, which if you use something like this, which has 5 grams of fiber per serving, you got a pretty high fiber meal. I really feel like peas are underrated. 2/3 of a cup only has 70 calories and 5 grams of fiber. 2 tablespoons of chia seeds has about 10 grams of fiber. Of course, chia seed pudding, but if you're desperate, you can honestly just soak it in water for a little bit and drink it. Hell, add some flavor enhancers to it if that helps. 1 medium avocado has about 13 grams of fiber, and man, do I fucking love avocados. Fruit's obviously good. Berries will generally have a little bit more. Blackberries and raspberries both have about 8 grams per cup, but even apples have like 4 or 5 grams each. And because I always get asked, yes, supplementing with things like Metamucil can be beneficial, but it doesn't replace whole foods. Okay, bye.
Speaking of messy, it's a good idea to avoid dairy.
I cannot handle lactose right now.
The milkshake is meant to be shit, isn't it?
I was gonna say it looks like.
Yeah, no, I think it represents shit because they're talking about shit and being backed up with shit.
I understand, but they should have went with like chocolate ice cream instead of white milky ice cream.
Yeah, but they're talking about dairy. You got to like represent dairy as white. It's like an advertising
But they're
thing.
both dairy, aren't they? Chocolate ice cream's fucking dairy.
Oh, I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, and it's brown.
We're arguing over the logistics of the gay butt fucking ad.
Is it shit or is it cum?
This is so fucking grimy, man.
It's fucking degenerate.
Isn't this?
But doesn't feel like it's for gay people. Like, was there a single gay person that saw this and went, "Oh, thank God, Postmates is on my side. I can get ass blasted with their delivery service."
Fucked.
If you're going to eat something insoluble, give your body about 24 hours to process all of it.
And the peach is meant to be an ass, obviously.
Yeah.
Right?
Isn't a peach notoriously a female sort of thing? No, that's always ass.
No, it's always been
asses.
an ass.
Yeah, okay. What's the fish? Why is there a fish poking its head in?
Well, because I think you're meant to eat fish because it like dissolves easily in your colon.
Okay, this is getting way more towards lesbian than male gay.
Well, it's
stuff.
a dietary thing. They're not just memeing.
Eat some fish. Eat my fish, bitch.
Soluble fibers and protein are the key to having some good, clean fun. These all digest easily and slowly while feeding your good gut bacteria.
I mean, I've kind of got to remind myself that they're talking about what to eat so you don't shit all over someone's... You know what I mean?
I know, and I know this is all meant to be satirical.
This isn't satirical.
Sorry, it's meant to be comedy. They're meant to be like having a laugh about ass fucking.
Well, no, it's a serious PSA about ass fucking and ass fucking in a clean way so there's not shit all over the walls.
Are Postmates and HelloFresh pushing that eating high fiber is gay? I guess that's the biggest overarching question I have in this video. Is someone trying to make America even more fat and addicted to junk food than we already are? Like, we're not the fattest fucking nation to ever exist.
They've dressed fruits up in fucking...
But like, yeah, they're trying to be funny and cutesy about it.
They've dressed fruits up in fishnet body stockings.
Which makes sushi a great bottom-friendly option.
You see what I mean? I'm not going to have sushi for a while now because if I go to the sushi shop...
You're gay.
They're going to think it's Pride Month. He's getting butt fucked.
Yeah, it's Pride Month. He's trying to clean out his
Yeah.
anus.
All the shit on the left of the screen, that's what I'm eating this month, so no one thinks I'm gay.
Oh, welcome, sir. You are here to clean out your asshole.
I'm going to go, do you have fucking hot dogs, man? Hot dogs and chips and beans.
There's no right or wrong way to bottom. But if you're planning on getting peachy this Pride, the bottom-friendly menu on Postmates has the kinds of foods that can keep you feeling good.
Are you organic?
Well, no. My husband and I watched this video first, and he brought up how the degeneracy and lewdness of the foods in this reminds him of the 2016 hit film Sausage Party. Seth Rogen voiced the main character, co-wrote and produced the film, so you know it's good.
This menu is designed to make you feel good.
It's gonna make you feel good. Someone said on Twitter, do you reckon gay people do the accent when they're alone? Or is it like a performative thing, you know what I mean? And I thought that was a very fair question. It's one of those if a tree falls in the woods sort of question.
As a former fag hag myself, I can say the gay accent is normally performative, and that accent goes out the window when the screaming match starts, which is often unavoidable when cohabitating with the North American faggot.
Anyway, that's the butt fucking menu section done.
Approved by a renowned colonoscopy. What is it?
Colorectal surgeon, Dr. Goldstein. Anyway, like I said, as I was prepping this video, I stumbled across a bunch of new information, and one of those pieces of information was about a game that was released for Pride Month on Steam. You know Steam, the gaming platform?
Yeah. There's more, Baron. Can't we just call it a day at Gay Fruit?
No, there's more. So this game is called Pronoun Palace.
Fuck off.
Pronoun Palace is a word-spelling roguelike set in a dystopian future where the government has taken your pronouns.
Cool.
Use spells to manipulate letter lies. Catch fish for some reason. Is that innuendo?
It's
is there
the
some sort of
fucking
gay
fish again.
Is there some sort of gay innuendo about fish? I'm not sure. And abuse amphetamines to defeat the party and get your pronouns back.
And abuse amphetamines to defeat the party and get your pronouns back. Holy shit, the subliminal messaging and advertising for this game very much feels like it's targeting the ADHD community. Yike.
Okay.
So anyway, I'm not playing this fucking game, right? This is just a bit of free advertising for them, right? They'll probably love this. But I thought, I need to have a look at the reviews. A compelling word game and hilarious satire. And one of the extremely few games I've ever seen that has you play as someone pre and post transition.
Why can't I play as a detransitioner though? I want to go through the full cycle. This game is not inclusive enough.
There's some jokes that don't land with me, sure, and I think it goes too far on occasion. But the more I play it, the more I find myself falling in love with it. We've got plenty of edgy cishet games, so what about one for us?
We've got plenty of edgy cishead games. Alright. We need to pause to talk about the real history of the word cisgender, the reasons I refuse to use it, and why you might want to stop using it yourself. I'm not your dad or the government, so I'm not trying to dictate your free speech. I just want you to be informed. In 1991, German sexologist Volkmar Sigusch coined the term cissexual, the linguistic root of cisgender. German sexologist Helmut Kettler and Volkmar Sigusch did work together and share overlapping ideological roots, particularly during the 1970s and 80s. Together they worked on the controversial practice involving placing foster boys with male pedophiles.
Basically, any of us who came out of the chute one way and stayed that way, who have not changed our gender, we are all cis, normal people. We can't just be called man, woman, a person. No, we have to separate ourselves and denote that we are not transgender.
We'll be using the term cis because it was coined by a pedo sympathizer. This is Volkmar Sigusch, a German sexologist, physician, and sociologist who served as the director of the Institute of Sexual Sciences at the Clinic of Goethe University, Frankfurt, from 1973 to 2006. He's credited as the first published instance to the term cisgender as an antonym for transgender. Sigusch also paved the way for virtuous pedophiles. He said there's a difference between pedophiles who offend and pedosexuals who don't but shouldn't have contact with children.
This comment from the video I'd like to highlight. In 1970, members of the German parliament charged with reforming criminal law even listened to radical educational scholar Helmut Kettler and sexologist Volkmar Sigusch and other sociologists and psychologists who declared that children would not suffer from sexual relations with an adult. and that those relations should not be punished because they are a crime without a victim. In 2010, Sigusch published Sexology Thesis on the Abuse Debate, wherein he lauded the paradise of childhood and claimed that adding taboos to childish eroticism creates what we all want to prevent: sexual violence. There is nothing wrong with pedophilia in the sense of the word. That is, against liking, even loving, children, wrote Sigusch. The sensuality and spontaneosity unfolds between a child and an adult is something wonderful. Nothing can remind us more of the intensity of paradise of childhood. Nothing is purer and more harmless than the eroticism of the body and the heart. Childish eroticism is not only full of delights, it is also necessary. I'm gonna fucking vomit. Okay. In my opinion, we should not be using anything from these deplorable men. Whatever someone of this horrific notoriety leaves behind is not vernacular we should be adopting into everyday speech. I wanted to be done with the dark stuff, but I had to include this, especially when, if you look up the roots of the word, you do not find the truth easily. Here's a pumpkin pick to raise morale.
Fucking hate that cis het word.
I know. It's such a gay thing to say. The only game where you can make corpse physically explode by using estrogen.
Bonus!
I mean, doesn't this sound fucked? Estrogen spell.
Are you using the estrogen on yourself as a male with testosterone so you can go beast mode on the cop? Or are we using it on the cop to cause an emotional imbalance within the police officer and make them go crazy? I have a lot of questions.
A simultaneously goofy and horrific game that makes fun of the trajectory of modern-day governmental systems. It fills me with dread, but I do like smacking around the essence of capitalism with swears and pronouns.
Make fun of the trajectory of modern-day governmental systems. I do love slapping around the essence of capitalism with swears and pronouns. Of course you do. This is one of the only countries in the world where you're able to do this type of shit. You can go around calling everyone fucking fascist Nazis, all while saying you're a woman with a dick hanging out of your skirt and a full beard on your face.
While paying for the game. Boo capitalism! Here, take my money, I want to play your game.
Yeah, it's like $20. I thought, I'm not fucking... I mean, I wouldn't download it if it was free. I beat up a Muppet with the power of penis.
Oh! As you do, yeah.
Leave Kermit alone!
And bid office workers until they let me trans my gender. I beat up a Muppet with the power of penis. You don't want a bit of power of penis gameplay?
Don't like Oscar the Grouch? Pachow! Smack him in the face with a dick.
Is this a not safe for work game? It literally sounds like I would not pay $20 to play it. And just like him, I wouldn't download this shit if it was free.
And why are office workers in charge of you transing your gender? Like, why do you need to beat them with dicks to trans your gender?
I don't know, there's a very anti-government, anti-corporational, anti-capitalist theme here.
Yeah, and just a super gay trans degenerate sort of thing.
And it's not really helping the image of trans people are not violent.
Tits and I are seeing the exact same pattern with this bullshit here. It's a big yikes.
Well, I mean, it's a game. Games are violent, you know. Games can be violent. But I just thought it was funny because it's so gay. Update! They have added paw jobs!
Paw jobs?
Paw jobs.
Wait, what the fuck? Is that a furry whack-off?
Well, I suppose so, yeah.
Oh, fuck me.
They added paw jobs to this game. Confirmed. It is indeed a gooner sex game. Although I partake in gooner sex games, I draw the line at illegal content, such as bestiality and minors. Honestly, I didn't even know paw jobs were a thing before this. Ew!
Gay! The last time I played a game so unapologetically queer was Super Lesbian Animal RPG.
Not super lesbian animal RPG. That is disgusting. Do we have superpowers?
Yeah, okay. And I've saved the worst till last. This is the most fucked review. I hit an enemy with the spaced word pair jizz ropes as the child.
What?
Yeah.
I don't want to see the words jizz ropes anywhere near the word fucking child.
Yeah, so this guy was playing as a all-woman, who knows, he, her, whatever, was playing this game as a child and defeated the enemy with jizz ropes.
Ah, right.
I'd say sorry you had to see that, but he'd evidently already seen much worse by then.
17 and a half hours in the last 2 weeks, meaning this fucker spent almost 1.5 hours every single day playing this fucking gooner game. I gotta make a stop gooning emote yesterday.
What the fuck is this game?
What is this game?
The kid had seen much worse than jizz ropes. I don't know how to interpret that. Anyway, that's the Pride 2026 most cringe moments video.
Yeah, we're not even halfway through the month yet.
I know, it's only like the 7th, 8th? Is it the 8th?
Why did they get a whole fucking month?
I don't know, just make it the whole fucking year.
The cis-het people don't get a whole month. What is there? There's International Female Day, there's Mother's Day.
Yeah, but this doesn't, it's not really a comparison. Because this is like sexualities, not a gender. The appropriate comparison would be, when's International Pussy fucking Month?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, you don't see a whole convoy of mothers on Mother's Day marching with their mummy pussies out.
Visit Sugar Tits, she's got a channel.
Yes, I...
Sugar Tits has her own channel? Oh my god, I got a sub! Also, before I disappear back into my cat-filled cave, thank you guys so much for all the support on my first commentary video. Honestly, I had no idea what to expect, and seeing people actually enjoyed it has really been encouraging. So thank you for giving this cozy little cat VTuber a chance.
I've heard it 1,000 times before, and it's just not that funny anymore.